Hello, it's Caroline at For the Love of Crochet, and I'm going to share with you my plan for 2023. I have picked up the best way to keep track of all my journaling projects, and I've already started for the month of December, and I am finding that I really like it, and it is helping me so much because I have tried other crochet books and they already have set things already in place. So it will have already like a prearranged picture or prearranged notes. But what if I don't use up that much space, or maybe if I don't have anything to add there of where I got this yarn? I just wanted to be able to make it more customizable and so much more freedom in doing it. And so I picked up this book from Michaels, which is a very thick book, and it's called the Artist Loft book, and it is about the size of a paper, like 8.5 by 11. Not giving me the size, but it is about the size of a regular notebook. And so I have started writing in here and notice that I am like taking pictures and then writing in the notes as I want to. So I'm not a fan of like trying to put yarn labels in there because those things change so often, but I could just write where I got the yarn. And then I also tried using my regular camera and then just printing them off. I like these better, of course, because they're clearer. This one's, I use the Instax Mini printer, and it's fine. It's not as clear, but it's still very doable. Very, very nice. So if you're in a pinch and you want to take pictures and don't feel like taking all the pictures and then just printing them and doing it, you can definitely use this option. So these are all my past projects that I had taken pictures of, so I can keep track because I have sold so many of these, like this one, or have given them away as gifts. And one of my favorite projects of this year was this baby bear blanket. I loved working on this. It was my favorite. And then this, of course, was the Granny Square purse that I made, a little handbag, and it came out great and it's working great. I use it as a project bag. This was a pattern that I did over and over and over again. It's the Albert Bear pattern by Her Woolly on Etsy, and I actually got I did it so many times that a lot of people who were watching went and purchased this pattern and did it for themselves. Now, they didn't find it as easy as I did, but I also felt like there was something wrong with this pattern. But even through something being wrong, I still kept doing it over and over. And that is because it was just a one sew, you know, and you can just crochet the arms in if you wanted to. So that is what I liked about it. And then here I used a lot of the Instax Mini pictures, and these are more recent. These are the ones that I've done in December, and so I was able to make notes about them. You know, this one is without the dowel, this one was with the dowel, and then I can compare how I did. These were my favorite things to make, which was the ugly Christmas sweaters. I have a YouTube video for that, the fastest and quickest, because you can work these up in about an hour and stick a gift card in there, and it's so cute and so pretty. Attach it to a gift or to a wine bottle or whatever, stuff it in a stocking. And so I have a ton of space for me to put all my crochet makes. And I am so thankful that I will be able to keep track in 2023 way better than what I did in 2022. And like I said, having it customizable to where I could just write what I want, when I want, as much as I want. I can put as many pictures as I can on one page, or take a group picture and make notes. So that is a good way to keep track, and I am loving it. I will have another video. Well, I don't know if you want a separate video for this, But for 2023, I am gonna do a bullet journal. I have already started and I am finding it so useful and so helpful because I carry this around like it's my phone, like it's my car keys. Everywhere I go, this goes. And I have been able to free up the space in my mind and be more productive as a content creator, as well as a crocheter, and just more focused and intentional. I've named my bullet journal Todd. I'll tell you why. Because I'm going to track the past, order the present, and design the future. So his name is Todd. And I can tell you that I have just loved making this. I mean, not loved, but it has been so helpful. So this is like a future log. So as things that come up, I can plan. So in Amigurumi May, I can already see it in my journal before the month happens. So therefore I can create content in advance or be more prepared rather than, oh yeah, Amigurumi May pops up, you know, rather than trying to keep track of all of this stuff in my mind. Having this journal has been so helpful. Or the yarn crawl that happens in San Diego. I put that in here because I would like to attend that again and be more prepared because I hit a storm and I found that I do not want to drive. So I already know in my head, I'm going to get a chauffeur. Like either my son is going to have to chauffeur me around or I'm going to Uber everywhere because it was such an, I just can't drive. I can't drive in San Diego. This is me trying to be a little colorful, like a little kid again, playing with my colors. And I just made a December page just for the fun of it. And I sat here while my little girl was doing her school day. So that's what I did. Now I can tell you, if you want an in-depth of what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, I will certainly share that with you. But I can tell you, just holding this around everywhere that I go, if an idea pops in my head, I just grab my pen and write it down because now I won't forget. A couple of times the great ideas pop into my head and then you think you're gonna remember it and you don't. So this has been such a blessing this past month and I can't wait. I'm wondering how long it's going to take me to fill this baby up because I have actually tried bullet journaling before and I really liked it, and I did it 5 years ago and I still have that bullet journal, and it was very interesting to see that I you know, what was important to me, or what was I talking about, or what was I focusing on? What were my habits back then? And one of them was weight loss. And it's funny because 5 years ago, I'm weighing the same way. I'm weighing in the same as I am today. And I want to lose weight again. So it was very interesting. I had put all my measurements in there. I had taken pictures, put it in here in my old bullet journal, but it was really neat to see all the things that I had done before. And so not only that, it is like just a complete log of your life. And it does not take up any time. So I just look at it as I'm sitting in my chair for 10 minutes and then I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't pay the bills today, so I'll move that till tomorrow and then put urgent or like a little star next to it. Oh, so here's one of them. So here I have my December crochet projects. Sometimes I see YouTube videos of everything I crocheted this month. And I'm like, I'd really like to do that, but I do so many. I don't know that I could keep track of all of that, and I can't. That is why having this, and then, so what I've noticed is every time I started a project, I just gave a little note of the name and the hook I'm using, because those are the most important things that I need to know when picking that up. And so here I have the Pica-Pow frog that I did for the challenge number 1. And then I have the second one was that doll I used for the dowel. And then the third one was the crochet confetti doll, which I have not finished. Oh, so I also put my start date and my end date. And then I also, just last night, I put this in. I had a green pen next to me, so I did it in green. But then as I started to do this, I was like, oh, I better put that in black. I could barely see it. So I did a solid sunburst granny squares. And so having this log, I will now be able to do everything I crocheted in the month. And so I find it just so cute. I mean, I find it so helpful. Then I have my crochet goals. I think I'm gonna make a separate video for that. So here I have the January and I am ready to go. I am just so excited about this. So let me know if you've ever tried a bullet journal. It is turning out to be the best thing I've done, especially as a YouTube content creator and to keep track of all the crochet goodies that I make. And yeah, so Todd is my new best friend.